right. There you go. Hey, appreciate it, Mike. When a guy said no audio. Anyway, I was just saying hello. Saying hello anyway. And if you guys don't know, I'm going to be in Vegas next week on the 11th for the ISCA show. Um, yeah, I would like, if you're here, by the way, my subscriber count is live on the screen. So if you're not subscribed, do that. Do that right now so I can, get more subscribers. And it's free. Anyway, fun bit of information is the price that I paid for the flight to Vegas. I think I talked about that with Steve O's show. We did a live on Steve O, the Window Cleaners channel last night, doing a ton of content. We're getting back into that season where it's getting a little bit slower, getting some free time to kind of do that. So if you're in the comments, tell me how much you think I spent on a ticket to Vegas for the ISCA show and ISSA, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a giant, giant cleaning show that you probably have no interest in. It's like everything cleaning. So we're not going to be in the show per se, but we're going to the show. So yeah. Anyway, definitely, if you're going, hopefully I'll say hi to you. Also, if you're here, like I said, subscribers, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. You guys are watching as I live just lost one subscriber. So, but anyway, yeah, Window Guy says, just being a blessing. Got my news AWC magazine. That's amazing. Thank you, by the way, for being awesome. Mike is just amazing. Just if you didn't already know. Bleach Frere, what's up, man? How's it going? How's it going? I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to be talking about rinse bars here in a little bit, the different types and benefits and all that good stuff. I'll get to that one second. Just want to say good morning to everybody. By the way, if you're here, say hello. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel because, it's a thing. Window Guys said the wait is over 4 hours to get through TSA at the larger airports. Fantastic. Well, I am TSA pre-checked, which is probably not going to even help for this one. But insane. Yes, round trip. It was $1,900 for the flight. So Rexer Buckle One. It's nuts. Do you remember back in the day for Vegas? You could go to Vegas for like $100. They like wanted you to go there so you'd spend some money. This is just not that way anymore. It's insane. I mean, hotels. I don't think you can find we're staying at Luxor, which is not fantastic and not cheap still. So anyway, I don't want to complain about price, whatever. It is what it is, but it's just still shocking. So if you're here, by the way, like I said, the live count on the subscribers is on the screen. If you're not subscribed, please do so. But let's get into some rinse bars. By the way, if you guys got questions, let me know. I have a lot of gear here. You guys know I'm not at the warehouse. I am in my office in North Carolina. So I have a lot of stuff, but if you got questions, definitely let me know. But I wanted to kind of go over the two different rinse bar types. So you have aluminum and you have plastic. And I'll tell you, rinse bars are pretty cool. I mean, they're not something that I personally use for absolutely everything. They're just not. But they are really, really nice when you need them. And a rinse bar just like this, and I'm going to show you a brush in a second. This has got the aluminum rinse bar. I like the aluminum rinse bar so much better than a plastic rinse bar. And I'm going to go over why in a second. Let me grab one more. All right. Thanks for hanging out and waiting. By the way, this is the rinse bar I wanted to show you. The comparable versions in aluminum and in plastic. And a lot of people, when they look at this, they go, well, aluminum scratches the window. I've never, not once heard of somebody scratching a window with a rinse bar. And I'll tell you, when you have this on a brush, the brush keeps it away from the glass. If that was such an issue, wouldn't you be scratching all the windows with your channels? Like flipping over and hitting it or something? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. The warning is there because it's a possibility, I guess, but it scares a lot of people off of the rinse bar. And I'll tell you, the metal version, the aluminum rinse bar, is oodles better than the plastic. And anyway, I'm going to go in to the differences and you can kind of see they're relatively the same. They fit basically any brush. They go into that, but here is why this one is so amazing is first off, the ends come out. Can you see that? You see that? This end just unscrews. You can literally take it out. So when, not if, when your rinse bar clogs, you just take that out. Take that out, and that's it. You can flush the thing out. You can push it. You can do whatever. Literally, when your rinse bar clogs, because you have these really fine jets, and they will clog. Sand and everything else you're like dragging around. All you have to do to clean it out is to literally take the ends off and see right through it. There's your insert, obviously, which is a little bit of a dam in there, but you can flush the thing out. You cannot do that with a plastic rinse bar very well. You can take ends out and they unscrew, but it's in plastic, metal in plastic versus plastic in metal. I like the way that you can take it off better. I like the way that you can adjust it. I like the way that you can clean it just a lot better. And I'll tell you, if you get a brush and you're using it even for a day and the jets aren't flowing the right way, that's literally what happens to every brush forever because you're dragging hoses, you're collecting dirt, sand, whatever. These jets are very fine. So having kind of the option is really nice. One other thing that you're going to notice in the rinse bars is that when they're all said and done, the plastic rinse bar, the jet is right in the center. Well, what else is in the center? Your socket, right? So now you're hitting on a plastic rinse bar where the metal version is offset. So now you have more rotation and not interfering with that, which is awesome. And there's also a buffer between this. There is a little piece of tubing. You can kind of see. That little piece of tubing gives it a little bit of wiggle room. So you're not breaking off the stem like you are with this one if it hits anything. These are the little things, but when you're looking at rinse bars, I think that the aluminum one just really just gets kind of lost. Gets forgotten about. So if you're getting a rinse bar, go with the aluminum version. Some brushes, when you buy them, don't come necessarily with them, but you can add them to basically anything. One of the nice things on this aluminum one also is how big those are. Those are like a nylon-y type end. So in frames and things, you're not hitting the frames. It's really nice. I don't know. I just really like it. So if you're into rinse bars, please do yeah, let me know. You know? By the way, this this is what he's talking about. I mean, come on. The guy that makes these things is amazing. He's amazing. There's a couple different tools also. There is the Big Scrub, which is this. The Big Scrub is used for pads, which is like a 10-inch Maker Make size ones. Any pads that you can fit in the 10-inch is the brush replacement. It's a pad holder for the water fed side. There's also one that looks just like this, but smaller. And I have that also in the other room. That is the zero contact scrubber, which is coming off the back. So if you want it as a brush replacement or you want it as just a scrubber when you need it, you kind of have that. So really nice. Those things sell like crazy too. So I suggest too, like anytime somebody is getting a brochure, like they're always like, "What should I get?" That you should get that. Always get an attachment. I would rather have it and not need it than need it not. Like you do this long enough, you kind of figure that out. So for me, I'd rather have it. If you guys have a favorite tool or something that you think too, let me know. By the way, my subscriber count's up there. Since we've started the chat, the live chat, I've lost one subscriber. That is as awesome as that has gone. So definitely check that out. Today was actually supposed to be Chris on the live, and I didn't get with him early enough. So he's gonna swap it out to maybe Ava tomorrow, which would be fantastic. Which is little Chris. She is the boss over there. She actually helps on Wednesdays, which is pretty awesome. So I know that Window Guys, his kids are in the business, but are anybody else's kids in the business? I would like to know that because my kids would have nothing to do with it. I'll be absolutely honest. They're not interested in anything I do at all, in anything from when I had my company to when I did sales to when I've had the magazine, when I've done all of these things. They don't care. And in fact, them and my wife think it's pretty corny if I'm out somewhere and people are like, "Jersey, what's up?" And then they're like, so they they're not interested. But Window Guys, you're lucky, man. You're super, super, super lucky. Very, very cool. Anyway, I just appreciate you guys being here too. Tomorrow may be maybe a special guest on the show. We're gonna try to go live, man. I'm on live chat here from 10. So 45 minutes I'll be on live chat all the way up to 5 o'clock East Coast time. Text me, call me, whatever. Fun fact for all of you that are still here, I would like to tell you that last month alone, I was on the phone for 45 hours. Fun fact. I always find that very interesting when I get those reports, What's up, by the way? Mormon Accelerator is your favorite tool. Nice. Yeah, it's one of those things that if you get used to an accelerator, you will fly through Windows. You'll fly through Windows so stinking fast. It is really, really a fast tool. Yeah, it is the most highest selling traditional tool that we sell, which is crazy. By the way, have you tried the new wide body version? I really like that. I did a video on that too. Really kind of like that thing. I was quite surprised. I liked it as much as I did. They did a few different little innovations and things, and man, it really, really turned out really well. So we sold like 198 of them in the first day. So nuts. A Lamb. Hello, A Lamb. How are you? Thanks for hanging out. So anyway, if you guys got any questions, you know my number. It's 862-312-2026. Let me know how I can and what I can do for you. And we'll be back again tomorrow, hopefully with the special guest. So we'll talk to you guys later.